the real looker here is the Ioniq 5N for sure. I think that's going to be a very interesting piece. Man, oh man, that thing looks sweet. But I just bought a Tesla. Oh man, so many cars, so little time. You know, I kind of miss my Ioniq 5. Uh-oh. Are the gears turning? Dave, stop. Welcome to another episode of Out of Spec Dave, where I'm sad to say that I'm saying goodbye to my BYD Atto 3. Here I am in Southampton, England, and the reason I'm here is because I'm getting on that boat, the Anthem of the Seas, in about 4 hours or so. And this is great. The Hertz dealership is right across the street from where my hotel is. And I don't know, I'm just going to walk around and check out some of the EVs that are around here. So as the guys try and figure out how many miles are on this car from Hertz, they don't see very many BYDs here. They see a lot of Neros and Konas, and they've got a BZ4X in here. But yeah, they're like, well, BYD, we don't see very many of those. But anyway, but right around the corner here is a Hyundai dealer. And I'm going to check out that Hyundai dealer and see what kind of electric vehicles they've got for sale here in England. So stick with me, Out of Spec Dave. Let's have some fun before I get on Anthem of the Seas from Royal Caribbean, going to France and Spain with the missus and another couple. This is going to be epic. Well, I'm a little sad. There she goes. The Build Your Dreams BYD Atto 3. I've had a great time with it, but it's time for it to go get a bath, get a recharge, and get on to the next customer. Good little car, folks. I really enjoyed it. But for now, we say, see you later. Well, before I get on this beautiful boat here, Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Seas, I'm gonna go look for cars. Because I don't know how many cars I'm gonna see out on the ocean, so I better get used to it and get my fill now. Look at this, what is that, a giraffe up there? And oh, there's a rock climbing wall. Looks like some golf balls, maybe hit a couple off the tees up there. Hopefully it's got I wonder if that's electric. You think that's that smoke going off into the air there? I don't know. That looks like diesel fuel to me. Another golf ball. And then what do we have over here? Look at this thing. That looks crazy. I definitely got to go on that. And my understanding is that our cabin is on the 10th floor up towards the front. I think somewhere over, what am I trying to do? Somewhere up in there is our cabin. We've got a little balcony. How cool is this gonna be, folks? But in the meantime, it's time for cars. And speaking of cars, look at this over here, an Overfinch. Look at this Rover Sport. Beautiful. Gotta love that. Boy, I'll tell you what, these guys here at Hertz are awesome. Tom, he's telling me what I should do in order to get, I really want to try the MG4 when I get back off the boat and check that out. So he gave me the number to call, see if I could specifically request that. Look at this Saab. Look at this thing. Oh yeah, that's one nice garbage truck right there. But you know what? Right behind me, over here, you got to see what's over here lurking. Check this thing out. It's a Volkswagen ID3. I haven't seen one of these yet. I gotta look. Let's go spec this thing out. Boy, oh boy, I wish we could get these in the States. Look at this thing. It's great. My understanding is that this car, for whatever reason, it won't pass the safety inspections in the United States. But this is a looker. I like this little car. Really cute. Let me jump over this railing here. Yeah, very cute little car. I like it. Volkswagen ID3. I think that's really cute. Let me check out the interior on that thing. Yeah, it's got a baby seat in the back there, child seat. It's got okay, yeah. It's got the screen right in front of the steering wheel, and then a decent sized screen in the center. But yeah, Volkswagen ID3. Maybe VW, maybe you could get these to come on over to the States. That'd be kind of cool. Looky here, we got a Citroen EC4. We don't get these in the States either. It's a good looking car. Not bad. I don't know much about it, but yeah, cute little car. Just sitting here in a parking lot. Not bad. There's seemingly a large screen in the front of the steering wheel, and you know, all these cars are starting to look the same, right? But yeah, this looks like a hatchback in the back. Citroen EC4. Let's see what else we can find. Now, I'm not sure about this Hyundai Bayon. I don't know. I'm gonna go over to the Hyundai dealer and check it out, but it says 48 volt over here. So maybe this is an EV. Boy, I gotta learn my EVs. I'm so US centric here. I don't know. All right, so for those of you who don't know, the Titanic in 1912 actually went out on its maiden voyage out of Southampton here in England. And unfortunately it didn't make it, hit an iceberg, and it was game over. So, you know, I will say this though, if you're going to be cruising out of Southampton, you cannot ask for a better setup than what I've got over here. Check this out. Right behind me here is the hotel that I'm staying in. Right here is Carnival Cruise Line's corporate headquarters for the UK. And right behind me over here is the boat, the Anthem of the Seas. And then here we've got a Hyundai dealer. So, you know, I'm gonna go over and check out the Hyundais that they're selling here. Of course, we know the Ioniq 5, we know the Ioniq 6, we know the Kona, but I'm wondering if there's any other models perhaps that are for sale here in the UK that I'm unaware of. So let's go check this out in Richmond Hyundai. Look at what we have here. Star Charge, sponsor of the channel. They've got a DC fast charger here at Richmond Hyundai, showing the commitment to selling EVs. I like that. I like what I see there. Very cool. One of the things that's really kind of neat, we do not get this feature in the United States, but these digital side view mirrors that are projecting images onto the screen, they look really cool. As a matter of fact, if you look at inside here, they've got all the little squares, the whole kind of theme that comes over from the Ioniq 5. They're just absolutely spectacular, beautiful. I'm not sure I could get used to them. They're definitely not allowed in the United States. So this is kind of a unique thing that's on this Ioniq 6 right here. You'll also see with the Ioniq 6, you can option up a glass roof that you can open up for some open air. And, you know, good looking vehicle here. Let's just see, there we go. Forgotten how to open this thing. And neat steering wheel, squared off at the bottom. Very similar dash to the Ioniq 5, but yet it's got its own unique sort of look and feel. So, I don't know. I think this design is a bit polarizing. When I first saw it, I kind of liked it. It's got a 911 sort of tail end feel to it, but maybe it's not for everybody. It's not for me, but it is nice to see Hyundai with some incredibly good designs. The engineering, of course, the 800 volt technology, super strong. These things are charging beasts, like I mentioned. So if you do find an EA 350 or, you know, whatever you got over here in the UK to charge, go for the high speed DC fast charging, because these cars can absolutely handle it. They're really amazing cars. Richmond Hyundai, Southampton, beautiful dealership here. And looky over here, what do we have? An Ioniq 5N. As a matter of fact, they have an Ioniq 5N in white. Look at this thing over here. This Ioniq 5N is a looker, and boy, does this thing smoke the tires. The full lineup of Hyundai is not really different here in the UK than it is in the States. There is the Ioniq 6, which is right over here. Of course, the Ioniq 5. There's the Kona, and then there's the Bayon, which actually now is just a plug-in hybrid or a hybrid. They did have the one that I saw over in the parking lot by Hertz. That was a plug-in hybrid, or just I think just a hybrid, the one that says 48 volts on it. So pretty cool little car, but no longer available in a full EV. But yeah, so let's take a look at some of the inventory that they have here at Richmond. If you're ever in the area in Southampton, they own 4 dealerships. So check these guys out. Super nice, really friendly, and beautiful dealership, I must say. This is one of the nicer Hyundai dealerships I've been in. They've got a cafe over in there, and just really super spectacular. So let's take a little quick tour of Richmond Hyundai in Southampton, UK. All right, so here is the white Ioniq 5N, looking really nice. I love the orange accents on there. I don't know if I like the blue or the white better. I mean, there's something about the blue that's pretty cool, but this white, the contrast with the white and the black looks really, really sharp. One of the things that's going to be interesting about Hyundai is expanding the Tucson from a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and next year, by the end of next year, what I'm hearing is that they're going to be bringing out the full EV version of that. At least that's what I heard inside here. The Kona, this happens to be a plug-in hybrid. It's an interesting look. I'm not sure I like the new look of the Kona, to be honest. It's a workhorse of a car. It definitely has magical range, but it just charges not so well, unlike the 800-volt Ioniq 5s and the Ioniq 6s, which are beasts, charging beasts. You know, this one will only charge at about 77 kilowatts, so at a max. Also front wheel drive, which is a bit of a problem. It's kind of like the BYD that I rented. I always had issues with my Kona. I had a couple of them, and when I was coming to a stop and I hit the brakes and I hit bumps, I got this weird chatter. It was sort of the difference between regen and frictional braking and all that. And perhaps they've got that worked out now. Definitely a new look for the Kona, but the real looker here is the Ioniq 5N for sure. All right, so that's a wrap here from Southampton, Richmond Hyundai. Super nice people. Check out the cars, check out the people, check out the dealership. I got to go get ready to get on my cruise. Dropping off the BYD, I kind of like that car. But I'll tell you what, that Ioniq 5, oh man, that thing is sweet. Anyway, thanks again for watching another episode of Out of Spec Dave. I've got to go over to my hotel because I'm sure the missus is saying, where the heck are you? Anyway, we'll catch you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.